Hello viewers, let's continue our Leetcode 75 series. So we have to solve question number 4th, which is can place flower, which is Leetcode 605. So in this question there is given a flower bed vector in which it contains a 0 and 1. 0 representing empty and a 1 represent non-empty, means there is a flower. So you and in n there is given a number of plant that can you placed in a flower bed vector. Okay, so here is given n equals to 1 and the condition is that that no adjacent element should contain a flower. Okay, if you are placing that the adjacent element should be empty, means 0, then you can place the flower, otherwise you cannot. And after all the operation, if you can able to place the flower, then you can return the true, and if you can't able to place the flower, then you just have to return the false. Let's understand with an example. So here is given a n equals to 1, which meaning that here is only a one flower. So you can place neither here because the adjacent element is 1 and the right adjacent element is 0. So according to this they are filling the condition, so you can't place the flower here. And if you move here, then you can place the flower here because the left element is empty and the right element is also empty. So you can place the flower here in a second position, 0, 1 and 2, second position. Okay, so in this way you have to return true. Okay, you have to return true, yes, you can place the flower. And in second example, there is a 2 flower given n equals to 2 and you have to place it in the array. So you can neither place here because the left flower bed is full and the right is empty, so you can't place here. You can place it here. So the first flower placing on the second ith position and it will become 1. And again for last flower you can't place in any of the places, so you just have to return false because you can't able to place all the flower in a flower bed. In this way you just have to solve this question. Okay, you have to check left and right and then place the flower. So let's do this. Int L, I will take L not N because N is a number of flower given. So L is the size, which is flower beds dot size. Okay, and int N, you have to check if N equals to 0, then you just have to return true. Okay, because if there is no flower, then the flower bed is always satisfying the condition, so you just have to return the true. And if it is not, then you just have to again try the for loop for int I equals to 0, I less than L and then I plus plus. Okay, you have to check if flower bed of I is equals to 0, then you just have to check the left and right. Okay, you have to check left and right. Bool left. You have to also check that if the I is equals to 0 or not. If it is 0, then there is a no left. Okay, so you have to put the condition also. If I equals to 0 or flower bed of I minus 1 equals to 0. Okay, you have to check the condition that if it is falling or not. If it is falling, this will return true or false on the basis of their vector flower bed. And in right, you have to check if I equals to L minus 1, which is the last element, and sorry, or not and again you have to check flower bed of ith plus 1 is equals to 0, then you can place the flower. Okay, and after this you have to check if left, if it is true and right is true, then you just have to place the flower. Okay, flower bed of I is equals to 1, and then you just have to do n minus minus. Okay, after this end you just have to check if n equals to 0, then you just have to return true. Okay, and if it is not, then you just have to return false. So let's run this code. Yeah, this code works fine. Let's submit this. This has been accepted. Thanks for watching.